Hello Cancer and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is Erica and this is the general reading for Cancer for November of 2019. So we're moving out of Libra season, which was a time of restructuring, realigning, rebalancing, getting a bird's eye view of the lay of the land, where things stand, where you stand within those things, and with an idea of how you want to move forward, reconnecting to those things that we sort of withdrew from in Virgo season to do some self-care stuff. And now moving into Scorpio season, it is the time for the transformation. This is the becoming the next evolution of ourselves and interacting with the next evolution of the influences and opportunities and challenges and potential moving through into the end of the year. So very exciting. So for Cancer, for some of you, again, remember this is a general reading. It may not connect for everyone, but hopefully there's something helpful that you can take with you to consider as we move throughout November. So beginning here with your notes from the universe on love and connection, create space for new love. When a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. Okay, so creating the space for new love and stop. This card, it's asking you to stop focusing on those things that cause you mental and emotional distress and distracting you from your purpose-driven activities and intentions of what you want to create and the goodness and the loveliness and the wonderfulness that you want to create in your life. This card is asking you to focus on those things. Stop holding on to the things that hold you back. Stop holding on to the things that that reinforce inner conflict and inner resistance and prevent you from stepping into to the potential energy that's in your life, the potential for growth, the potential for manifestation. You know, those things that hold you back or hold you down or hold you still, depression, anxiety, drama, you know, all of that stuff that sometimes when you focus on it too much, it grabs a hold of you and it's really hard to move forward from the intense amount of gravity that drags you down with. So stop, redirect your focus onto the places that you can be actionable in, onto the places that support you and promote your well-being, and you know, be aware that, you know, to care for yourself and that you are valuable and that you have potential and that you can manifest in your life those things that you would like to, that you're purposefully driven to interact with and to achieve. And here is your notes from the universe on love and connection. I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Okay, another one for focus. Focusing on what you want to grow, redirecting your focus away from those things that are stagnant, away from those things that are just latching onto you to prevent this growth. You know, those emotions and those thoughts that run around in your head that keep you feeling trapped or keep you feeling from being able to move forward. You can redirect your energy, redirect your focus, place your energy in those things that you want to develop and to move further forward, and that will gradually help to allow for the release of those heavier, sort of more negative influences that some of you may be experiencing. All right, and at the end of October going into November, we have the Emperor. Okay, so a point of stability and control, you know, a point of being in the director's seat, a point of making decisions and deciding on what you're going to invest your time in, what you're going to allow to affect you, what you're going to allow into your realm of experience, how you are going to behave in those situations, sort of stepping into your own, owning who you are, what you're capable of, and what you want to happen, what you want to develop, what you want to achieve, the place that you want to be in, moving along that very purpose-driven beautiful, glorious, path of development and creation and experience that you want to embark upon, at the end of the month, it's going to be time to step into that seat of dominion. Step in and take ownership of your capability and awareness of your responsibility to be your own defender, to be your own captain, to be your own emperor, to be the emperor in your own life, and decide, and sort of put on that mantle and own it, step into yourself and into your power, become empowered. I guess that's what, step into that empowerment space to take decisive action. Because again, the emperor is Aries, so you may come in contact or into partnership with an Aries that's going to help you with this. But it's also about stepping into that the fire element of taking the actions to further forward what it is that you're focusing on. So taking it out of the realm of decision and out of the realm of your emotions, drawing those two things together, and then, in life, doing those things that need to be done to further your cause and to support your growth and development. And then in the middle of November, we have the Magician. All right, so the Emperor and the Magician, that's a powerful set of cards right there. So whoever's connecting with this, there's a space of time where you are going to be super influential into the direction that the course of your life is going to take into the end of the year and into 2020. All right, so this is, you have all of the tools that you need. You don't have too much, you don't have too little. You have what you need to get done what you've decided to do and follow through on those actions. All right, and then at the end of the month, the Father of Wands. Again, you have some fire energy working on your behalf. Father of Wands is the visionary. Father of Wands is the one who understands and who is masterful at making things happen, about delegating the actions that need to take, not feeling that you have to shoulder all of those actions on yourself, finding out where to place the instruction that's going to support you along your way, that's going to be especially if it's a challenge that's in your way, finding out what you need to convince whatever that opposition is, convince it in a placement of support to you as opposed to conflict or challenge to you. It's also the visionary, being creative and being expansive and having a larger scope of understanding and intention in how you're going to move forward and develop. Here, there's a lot of fire, creative energy that's happening here, and wildly capable and solid. That's amazing. Okay. So whoever this is for, look out. You're going to start making things happen, and making them happen in a big, empowered, bold way. That's remarkable. All right. Now, this is a situation that some of you may be dealing with. 3 of Cups. All right. So friendship, bounty, blissful connections. So this is sort of like your inner circle, your sisterhood or your brotherhood, or your closest companions, your closest collaborators. You all are independent individuals, but you support each other in what it is that you are doing. So tapping into your network, tapping into your support systems in order to create and in order to manifest, and having that emotional support available to you to help you through some of the tricky times and to help you to collaborate and get even more expansive, alternate perspectives of opportunity or direction in order to utilize in this Emperor position and the Magician position and the Father position, the Father of Wands position. Okay, this may be a problem within that situation for some of you. All right, and that's the 9 of Cups. Okay, so 9 of Cups is the Make-A-Wish card. It's about being in a place of having a lot to offer, and it's also in a place of being at a point of being generous with what it is that you can emotionally invest and emotionally have available. And it's also about, making the wish, saying what you want, doing the things that you need to do in order to manifest, in order to create, in order to make happen the things that you want. And then letting that be known, and then being open and attentive to seeing how that shows up. It may not appear as you expect it to appear. You may wish for something, and, all of the pieces of the puzzle that create that something show up right in front of you. But you have to recognize that, okay, this is what I wanted. I have to do the things to put this together to receive it. So opening up your scope of awareness and scope of attentiveness to be aware and to be sort of be keen to notice how your developments are manifesting, how those goals and wishes and achievements, how they're actually showing up, and appreciating those things for what they are. And then also, being in a supportive network, so that you can then share that, and it benefits more than yourself as well. The what's the word I'm looking for? The thing to look out for with the Nine of Cups is settling into a point of complacency. All right, to achieving just so much, or going just so far within the development of what it is that you're manifesting, that you get a little bit too comfortable, and you stop putting as much focus and as much energy and as much effort in as you previously were. So take care of yourself, do self-care, take time and be aware of what your goals are and how you're laying them out, and then attentive to how different blessings or benefits or acquisitions are showing up, so that you can then reinvest them and utilize them for even further expansion. And then this may be something that's going to help you through this scenario, and that is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so Seven of Swords, so making sure that you are balancing your head and your heart, because this is very emotional, very emotionally driven. Air is your mind, and is your thoughts, and is your story, and the things that you tell yourself about what's happening and what's possible and who you are and what the situation is. So this is sort of in the emotional responses that you may have, because especially with a water sign in a very expansive and explosive, creative, empowered path of development, the emotional aspect of that activity can be emotionally overwhelming. So making sure that you're taking the time to protect yourself, to protect your intellectual understanding of who you are and what is going on, and not allowing sort of your sense of your peace of mind to be stolen from you, to be taken from you, or and then also not to fall into that sense of to pick up and keep moving. Take with you what you need as you go through it. There are some things that you're going to have to let go of to create space. Some things that you're going to have to draw your focus away from in order to focus on what it is that you desire. Because again, you're in an empowered command position and a wildly capable manifestation position. And the Father of Wands is the visionary, creative position, but it's also going to attract a lot of attention from outside of yourself. That's going to support what it is that you're creating, because it's going to help draw the benefits and the blessings and the support that you need in order to reinforce what it is that you're establishing and what it is that you're trying to do. But in those times of emotionally overwhelming times where you may feel disconnected from a support group, or where you may fall into a sense of complacency or emotional overwhelm, tap back into the why of what you're doing, so that it stays connected to your core, that solid space of creation and purpose-driven intention, to help to prevent that overwhelm from happening. So protecting your protecting yourself intellectually and mentally, as well as maintaining emotional connection and support as well, because this is it's a very bold energy for whoever this is connecting with. It's a very bold, sort of expansive, explosive energy that can be overwhelming and result in like a big, burnout if you don't stay grounded, if you don't protect your mental spaces and your emotional spaces as all of this is developing, because it's a supercharged position of creation that you're in here. And then we have your animal spirit card, the cheetah. Okay, radiating from within. Okay, so my goodness, whoever this is connecting with is doing some bold, amazing things that's going to attract a lot of attention and allegiance. The cheetah is the epitome of solar forces at work. The light that's radiating here, it's not shining down upon the cheetah, it's expanding from within the cheetah. All right, so this is a center point of activity, a center point of creation, and it's palpable to others. It's going to attract an audience. It's going to attract allegiance. It's gonna attract criticism as well. That's why it's so important to protect your mental and emotional spaces when you're moving through, when you're working with an energy or circumstances such as this. All right, because you are actively engaged in this and you're in command of it, and you're creating this. And you're showing up and showing it to people. Look at what I've done. I think it's important to share this, and I'm very passionate about this, and I hope that you can appreciate that too. So with this energy, it achieves anything and has boundless energy, but it's important that it stays connected to the purpose of why they are doing it in the first place. If they get disconnected from the purpose, then that's when overwhelm and a sort of things can go a little bit sideways. Things can go a little bit cattywampus, and you can lose the thread of all that effort that you've put in to create this miraculous thing that you're working on manifesting. All right, and then we have your Enchanted Map Oracle, and you've gotten the Sacred Pool. Beautiful card. So with the Sacred Pool, the world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. So this is about liking, when you look in the mirror, liking what you see there. And if you look in the mirror and you're not liking what you see, taking the decision and focusing on the things that you need to do, to take charge of, to implement, to draw attention to, in order to look into the mirror and appreciate and love and support your self-esteem and your confidence and your self-awareness and that core center of well-being that's required, and makes a huge difference in how effective you are in wielding these particular cards, these particular energies and situations. So when the Sacred Pool shows up, it's take care of yourself, appreciate yourself, recognize you are a work in progress. So if anyone has is connecting with this and has sort of perfectionistic tendencies, checking those, being aware of when that perfectionist element is starting to take over in your activity, that's going to eventually, blow up and undermine all of your efforts. So appreciate how far you've come and how wonderful you are, and the potential that you have to even take that even further. Notice the spark of invention and creation and, divinity, within yourself and what you want to share with the world, what you have to bring. Be conscious that, you're the embodiment of something wonderful in the world, and everyone has that core value, within themselves. So tapping into that, remaining purpose-driven, recognizing the unique service or the unique attributes that you want to connect with in the world and that you want to share with and celebrate is important as you're moving through a development like this. So when you do that, then what you show up with and what you show to the world will then be reflected back at you. And when those moments of criticism may show up, or complacency or resistance or inner conflict that sort of want to undermine all of this expansive, delightful creation that you want to, that you want to manifest in the world, remaining tapped into that core sense of yourself and appreciating and being empowered by that valuable essence of yourself, will then allow you to receive all of the goodness that is going to come back to you, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So draw your focus away from those things that leave you feeling defeated. Instead, focus that energy and activity and intention in the direction of what it is that you want to grow. Take the command position. Take the position of the magician and the cheetah and the Father of Wands, and create and show it to people and share it with people and connect with people and form that network. And yes, be generous. Be generous of your spirit, but remain emotionally balanced, remain mentally balanced, and protect yourself from those things that may want to throw that balance out of whack, and tap into that sacred pool, that beautiful essence of yourself, that well-being within yourself that you want to further grow and further manifest. And then that's going to attract attention, and it's also going to inspire others to do the same things in their own lives. You'll be embodying an example of what you want to see more of in the world. People are going to see that, and then they're going to respond to that. And there's going to be more people that want to do the same things in their own ways. And that's remarkable. That's a remarkable position to hold within the world. Okay, that is all that I have for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you like that, click the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos as I post them, subscribe. I've connected my Instagram and my Pinterest in the description. If you want to follow me there, I'll be using those going into the end of the year. If you'd like to book your private reading, I've listed the link for bookings in the description as well. If you want to contact me, my email is there as well. I hope that you have a wonderful and a magnificent and a remarkable November in Scorpio season. And I will see you in December. Bye, you guys.